Okay, so today's Sinday school topic is about Yule. A Merry Christmas. Alright. So, first I want to show you. I got this beautiful little cloth from another group. Shh. But this other page they did a Yule Advent calendar, so there's 22 days worth in there, and didn't think that was gonna be that bad. 22 days worth, and today was the first one, and I get this beautiful little cloth, and I just love it so much. So day one was a success on that Advent thing. So I don't know if anyone does any Advent calendars, but a Yule one is a nice one to look into. Something to count down to. Somebody also thought that you go in reverse because it's a countdown. Makes sense to me. Unfortunately, everybody's going 1 to 21, 22. We got 22 of them, but Yule's on the 21st this year. So, last I knew. If I'm wrong, correct me. So, real quick, I meant to grab this book, but as I said, I got held up. And, again, if you've ever watched any of my videos, I like to keep a collection of books to fall down in public with. Oh, well, helps if I have even arms on my chair. My significant other likes to mess with my stuff. Okay. I hope you guys are out there. I see 4 viewers. Want to get serious here. Seriously fun! Alright. So I have a couple books here, as I was saying. So the first one is one I just got. I've been trying to super read through this for you guys to get ready for the video. And it is by, it's the Lewin's book. I apologize. I don't have a... Oh, it just says Lewin's Publications. So, anyways, it's the one on Yule. Makes sense. Here we are. And so this says is for rituals, recipes, and lore for the winter solstice. That said, that's exactly what Yule is the winter solstice. So it is the longest night of the year, shortest day. The celebration originated in celebration of the sun, not S-O-N, which is what Christians had eventually turned it into. Celebration of the sun, you know, him, but it's celebration of the sun returning back to us. So from this point forward, the days will start to get longer now, progressively. Yay! That's that. So a few more things. So one of my favorite things to do is the Yule log. Now, the Yule log is burnt on Yule, and it's to, again, celebrate the light. So everything that you do for Yule is all to bring back the light, celebrate that turning of the wheel. I apologize. I feel like I was way more prepared like 20 minutes ago, and now I'm like, so what I do, we make the Yule log. So you find a piece of wood. I'm trying to go to this other book. I'm so sorry. I just feel like a jerk right now. So you find a piece of wood, a log. Okay, that's pretty common sense. I don't need to get into further discussion. And you decorate it. So I don't know if anybody has seen any pictures of any of the ones that some of us have done. I have a annual Yule log decorating event, which is coming up this Saturday. If anybody would like to come to, it's at 5 to 8 at the Utica the Unitarian Universalist Church in Utica. It's on Higbee Road. You can look it up. But it's going to be a 3-hour event. If you need a log, let me know. But what we do is I all sorts of things. So here's some things that you can do. Ribbons, holly berries, orange peels, cranberries or craisins, which tried to make craisins for the first time. They just came out like really hard and crunchy, and I screwed it up apparently. So on that, so now they're just going to be just awesome decorations. Pine cones, cinnamon sticks. So we got some pine cones here. I'm all sorts of ready. I got acorns, regular sticks, and then I find pine, actual pine, and throw it on the floor. Okay, and decorate the hell out of the log. And any which way that you feel, just your way of representing the holiday. So that's one way to celebrate, is to decorate your Yule log. And then on Yule, you burn that log in celebration. Sometimes it's almost a shame. That's why I try to do it a little further out away from Yule, because, you know, like, it doesn't specify it in any of the books that I have yet read, when you decorate, but it does specify you burn the log on Yule. So that's why I try to decorate it like in the beginning of the month. Hence why we're doing it on the 7th, 5 to 8. Because this way you can look at it and let it be all pretty, like a tree, for most of the month. And then on the 21st, you burn it. And then it's not as sad. You spend so much time into something and it burned. I was super excited. I mean, that's something I read at one point, and then I was very excited to see that here in this book, that is something that is done, that they decorate the log and then burn it. And you want it to burn all the way through, and you try to keep some of the coals or ashes. I don't like keeping the ashes, but you could keep some of the chunks of coal. Or one thing I read was some shavings or something from the log for the next year. Something else I read, if you do a Christmas tree, you chop the end off before you throw it out, and you let it dry, and that's your Yule log for the next year. Then you decorate that, and then you burn that. So it's really cool. You just kind of keep it going like that. I just recently read that, and I thought that was fantastic. So now I'll have a Yule log guaranteed for next year, because we get a tree every year, and I'm going to chop the end off. So, I derailed my thought. But anyways, so that's really cool. So there's one thing. So we got the decoration of the Yule log. I'm so freaking frazzled. I'm so sorry, everybody. Okay, so some other things that I do is I put the candles in the Yule log, and let them burn all the way through. That's something else that I read. You don't have to do that if you don't like. You could just put your Yule log out to decorate. I like to do the 3 candles, red, white, and green, and I spend one night and let them burn all the way through. And then I'm sorry, and then that's part of the celebration. You can anoint the candles. Man, I am feeling like I am so sorry. I just keep derailing my thought. I promise this was supposed to be way better. So, candles. Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to see a comment. I was just like losing it, staring at myself here. Okay, so herbs and spices. I had page, I lost my bookmarker, so yeah, what a mess. I've been preparing for this all week, and you can't tell because I'm a freaking mess right now. So, hold on one second. I'm going to get this. Okay. So sorry. Okay, so you can make a dream pillow. A gingerbread man poppet to safeguard your gifts. I thought that was pretty cool. So, it says you dress him up, you bless it to purpose by holding it in front of your Yule tree or gifts while repeating the following. Guarding now the sacred ground, keep our gifts quiet, safe, and sound. I just thought that was so cool. Hi, everybody. Thank you for the comments. Oh, I really appreciate it. It's calming me, actually. Thank you very much. And the calmer I am, the more organized I can be. When I'm frazzled, I'm like, okay. So, back to, okay. So, you hang the poppet guard. So, there's a little picture. It's got a little gingerbread guard guy. I just think that's so cute as hell. So you hang the poppet guard in your tree or stash it among your gifts to keep them safe from harm or prying eyes. That's my family. They shake it. Alright, I'm crazy. They shake and all that good stuff, so get them out of there. Okay. Ideally place the poppet out of reach. It will appear to be an adorable Yule ornament, but you don't want others to touch or play with the poppet, as this could dissipate the magic and affect its function. You can also create poppets of different shapes and styles for different functions. For example, a heart-shaped poppet could be stuffed with rose petals and saffron and attached to a sprig of mistletoe to encourage love, affection, and goodwill. Stuff a tree-shaped poppet with evergreen needles and juniper berries to bring the protective powers of the evergreen into a room. It will smell good too. Hang this over your front door to safeguard those who enter or leave your home. I live in an apartment building and there's psycho. Okay, so I just all of a sudden heard everybody like banging and I'm like, what are we doing? Tearing the building down? Okay. So it says also here, the Yule log talisman. The day after burning your Yule log, gather the cooled ashes, sew them into a small magical bag or a poppet to create a talisman against lightning damage and house fires. Keep this talisman on your altar or use a tack to fasten it over an entrance door. On the next Yule, add the talisman to the kindling fire for that year's Yule log, sharing aloud your gratitude for the past year's well-being. So there's a couple cool ideas. Inside, if anybody wants to know, let's see. Here is... says an appeal for protection through winter's long nights. As you prepare for bed, turn off all the lights in your house but the one in your sleeping room. Light a candle if you wish and repeat the following. As we approach the year's longest night, I ask you, and it says insert the deity or element, to be with me and my loved ones and safeguard us through the hours. May we be blessed in community, bountiful in feast, and rich in the earth's gifts as we welcome the return of light. That's beautiful. And as you finish, snuff the candle or turn off the single remaining light. For a variation, make this into your family's good night ritual by doing this together in a central location, such as the dining room or near the hearth, and then going silently to the bedrooms afterwards. So there's a couple other talismans in here. Okay, so thank you. This is the book. Who else? Let's see. Nancy. So they have these books for every Sabbath holiday thing there is. So this is the first one. I've been wanting to get every single one of them, but this is the first one since it's the one I'm most passionate about. Also, another really, really, really good book is this one right here. It's called The Wiccan Year, but it goes over the entire circle of the year, and it's a decent thickness. Awesome, a crinkled page, and it's on Lunash. Anyways, goes over each holiday. But earlier I was trying to find my Yule. Oh, yay, Yule. Okay, I gotta thumb that. Now I finally found it. Put that down so if I can thumb through that. The author, yeah. It doesn't say. It just says Llewellyn Sabbath Essentials. So I'll show you. Like right here, it says Llewellyn Sabbath Essentials, and then it says Yule. There's no author, and then I went to the main page. So just when you could go to Amazon. That's where I buy all my books. I don't know if that's terrible or not, but I buy all my books from Amazon. And if you punch in Yule, it's one of the top things that pop up is this book. And then there's like 2 others. And you'll also see, you're welcome. Then you'll also see there is the one book I'm going to raffle off at the Yule log making event. Hi, Renee. Thank you for doing that video for me. I appreciate you. I'm going to go over there and watch it afterwards. Don't spoil the winner. Shh. Because I don't know. I was here. I didn't want to be late to 2 videos today. What can I say? Yes. Yes, Lori, they do. And it's phenomenal. So, I mean, this book so far, it's easy reading. The print is nice. They give you tons of information. Like I said, the thing says rituals, recipes, and lore for the winter solstice. So, I mean, for each one, obviously, they're going to break it down wholeheartedly. So, this is... Oh, good. I wanted to read this part. It has a whole ritual on the burning of the Yule log. So, I don't want to get into that. I was going to, but I didn't know there was actually a ritual, so I need to sit down and read this. I'm sure there was. I obviously should have known there was, but I just... So the first time I ever did the burning of the Yule log, I was brand new into this situation. And I had briefly read about it, and I said, that's really cool. So I was by myself, and, well, with my significant other, and he, you know, he giggles at it, but he's very supportive, so that's good. But, so I decorated my log, and I burned the candles down for a while, or to the end one night, and then I said, okay, on Yule, we gotta burn it, I guess. And he's like, okay. He's like, you put all that work into it to burn it? I'm like, yeah, but it's awesome. It's a log. So we build the fire pit, we get it going, and once the fire was roaring, I take the Yule log, I put it in my hands, and I look at the fire, and I take a deep breath, and I don't know, and it all came very fluid and natural, but I had said, thank you to whom is out there, and I need to say thank you to. But like I said, I was new, but I just went with it, and I said, I offer this log to burn for more light and heat and energy out there that is needed. Please accept my log. Something to that effect. I don't remember because it was a while ago. And I said thank you to the goddess. Anyhoozle, I put the log in no sooner than about 3 seconds later. All of a sudden, nice glistening snow came around me and us, and it stayed for about while we did the fire, and it was beautiful. I don't know who would have accepted that as outstanding, but for me, like as soon as I that log in, and then I got a nice glistening snow, like not horrible snow, just a light It was outstanding. And I was like, to me, it was like acceptance because this was the first Sabbath I did. And I did it on my own after learning, reading, studying. So, I could go on and on and on, and I absolutely would love to. So if anybody has any questions and wants to chat about more Yule stuff, I can. If you ask anything, I can look it up real quick too. But a few things I do want to say. Like I said, we have here's some events coming up in this group. So we have my annual Yule log making event. It's a cheap event, $8, and that gets you the $2 donation that goes towards the Witches and Heathens of CNY, and $6 that will cover the cost of the log and the supplies. You're welcome to bring anything you want to decorate the log. Things that I will have: acorns, the acorns and the pine cones. I got a bunch of these, and I told you the craisins. I always buy a bag of the clementines, the halos, the whatever. And I always bring those for the orange peels and a nice healthy snack. Okay, but I love putting orange peels on my Yule log. I bring the star anise. Or anise, however you say it correctly. I'm not sure. I've heard it both ways. Cinnamon sticks, I bring. Glue sticks. I bring my glue gun and glue sticks, but I always tell everybody, bring one if you want to. Last year we had like 5 going, and it was helpful for everyone to have their own glue gun. Because you get gluing and you get crazy, Once you glue, you don't want to stop. All right. It was weird, but it's factual. Once you get on a design pattern, you're like glue, 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 glue. Ribbon. Bring some ribbon. People brought ribbon, and I'll tell you, that was great. There's some pretty decorative ribbons that went on there. But anything you see out in the earth that you feel like you want to put on your log. So whether you're doing this at home or if you come out with us on Saturday, I would really love to see you. There's plenty of room for you. But if you're doing it on your own, I can give you some awesome suggestions of what to put. I gotta tell you how to decorate it. That comes from your heart. But all sorts of wonderful things, just earthly things, berries, whether they're the holly berries, juniper berries, cranberries. I've put whole cranberries, and it takes almost the full 3 weeks before they shrivel down. This year, like I said, we're doing the already shriveled on that. And I'm bringing some holly berry. You can get holly berry right now at Price Chopper. So if you have a Price Chopper by you can actually buy holly berry. They have that there. As to the leaves, I don't know if they have that, but I did see they have sprigs of holly berry. They look like cranberries. Anyways. Cinnamon sticks are phenomenal. They smell delicious, and I've made little pentagrams. The pentacle means circle. Okay, so I've made pentagrams out of the cinnamon sticks. I always put one on mine. You can break them and make small ones, the whole thing there. So let's see, berries, cinnamon sticks, pine cones, acorns, regular sticks, anything in nature you feel like you want to put on your log to decorate it. Ribbons, candles. I bring the drill too, so it will fit. The drill bit that I bring is the one so it fits your average tapper candle. So I think it's like the 1-inch, what have you, hole. So if you want to drill the hole into your log, you can. The other event that we have coming up is on Yule, and that is the fundraising painting event. So after all the hoo-ha on the painting, we did have the Painting with a Twist in DeWitt decide to be cooperative and loving towards us and say that they don't agree with the other gentleman. I use gentleman loosely. But they don't agree with that situation, and so they still wanted to hold our fundraising event there with them. And they hold more. They can hold up to 50 people in their showroom. So we can fit quite a bit there. And I thought that was fun that rhymed. Anyways, so everybody sign up for that. You don't have to sign up for the Yule log event. You can just show up. But just, I appreciate, you bring your the funds, and then let me know if you need a log or you need me to bring anything. But like I said, I bring supplies. So that's the Yule log event Saturday, and then the painting with a twist on actually Yule, the 21st. That I believe is 4 to 6. And you can sign up online. You can call ahead. You can sign up on location. And that is the DeWitt painting with a twist. Very nice people. Very understanding. And supportive. Supportive to us. So, our event that, I don't know if everyone's on board with knowledge of this, but the ultimate goal with the fundraising for the here I am again for the Witches and Heathens ball is to show what us witches and heathens are all about in a public atmosphere instead of being all private. It's to say, hey, we're here, we're witches, we're heathens, here's what we're about. We're not out to hurt you. We're not going to eat your children. We're not going to make you run. Today. No, just kidding. So it's a mission. We're out for the good cause. So when we're fundraising for these things, we're fundraising for the ultimate cause of the ball, which is to tell everyone what we're about. So it's all like a pretty little circle. So the $2 for the Yule log making event, which is an event I do every year, but I decided to do the extra $2 to go towards the fundraising. No, it's not a lot, but it's in the spirit of Yule, and it was something I already was doing, and I just always feel bad about charging to begin with to make your Yule log, but things cost money. So really what it is I go and I get wood from our own pile, and or a family pile, and the witch's ball, Nancy, I believe we're still trying to secure the location. We don't know the location yet, but a location that we are trying to secure is in Vernon, yes. The Gatsby, I believe. It's the Gatsby room inside of Dibble's Inn. So, but that's not 100% solid yet. I don't even want to say it's 90 or 80% solid yet. It's just highly in discussion, and we, due to weather, had to postpone meeting with the woman. So we will, as soon as it's finalized, we will let you know on that. We promise, because we want to get the detailed train progressing on that. So, but yeah, so the Yule log making event, I don't like to charge, but I do because, we're taking wood from our site, and I'm collecting all these things, and I do purchase the cinnamon pine cones because I have a bunch, but I'm just never sure. Like, I have a bunch of these, and this year I was actually able to collect, no problem, Nancy. This year I was able to get them collected, but I'm not always able to get them collected, the pine cones. I forget about it, and then here it is, time for Yule log, and I'm like, crap, I have no pine cones. But they sell them at Aldi, so if you're planning on making them on your own, they sell a bag at Aldi, and they sell them sometimes, I think, at Price Chopper and elsewhere, which is, I always find funny that you can buy a bag of cinnamon scented pine cones, but I do like to have them for the Yule log making, so I probably be purchasing that. And what else did I say is and I got a big old bag of acorns that I collected at near a waterfall, so they're pretty Pretty cool acorns. Hi, Stephanie. I try to say hi to everyone as I see you come in. If I'm in a rant, I apologize. But does anyone have any questions about Yule, things you can do, events that we've got going on? So I told you the 2 events besides today's event, which is me. And then Saturday's Yule log making event in Utica. And then the 21st on Yule, we will have the painting with a twist. It's a beautiful outdoor with big high pine trees and a Christmas tree in the middle and a big full moon in the background. I picked it and I needed something that screamed Yule. Honestly, I would have loved to just paint our Yule logs. And the candles in them, it's just so beautiful, but they didn't have anything remotely close to that. In fact, I think the closest thing, if you punched in Yule, it said it was a dog eating something and it said Yule tide on its collar or something. I don't know what that was about, but so those are our events this month that involve Yule. And then I wanted to do, since we were all going to be in the area together for the painting, because everyone's going to show up to that and paint together because it's going to be so much fun. All right, and it raises funds for our Witches Ball. But because we'll all be in the area together, that we could, and it's on Yule, that we could take the logs that we made this Saturday, and then after the painting event, because we'll all be together, then we could burn our log together on Yule. I mean, it just sounds fantastic. I am legitimately excited. I feel like it's coming off sarcastic. So yeah. Hi, Heather. It says to wave when you guys enter. I don't know if anybody's done a live video, but when you come on, it says so-and-so is watching, wave, which I could tap it and wave, but I'd rather just wave at you. Hi. I'm special. All right. So I wish I was way more prepared. I've been, like I said, been planning for this for a week. I've got my books. I've got notes. Berries. Juniper berries for spells. Pretty key. Pine. Seems obvious. Does anybody have any other questions? No questions? Questions? Who's got the question? Question? It's from a movie. Probably nobody will know what movie I'm talking about. Anyways. Okay. So, if you don't come out to the Yule log making event this Saturday, you can make one on your own at home and put candles in it or don't, and then burn it on Yule or don't. The choice is yours, but it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend one or both of these books. So with every video comes a book recommendation. This one, so full of information. It looks big, perhaps if you're not a reader, but you could thumb through it like I do. It's got kind of some pictures. They also have what's called, so if you like your tarot readings, there is a solstice tarot spread. So what's called the tree spread. So I'll show you this. And then it'll go through and it says, the bottom, the stump, that's the card 1, that's you, the person doing the reading. Well, you're reading about yourself. Card 2 is the card of contemplation, so that's the first point. Card 3, the middle one, is the card of celebration and action. And card 4 is the card of light, so that's the other point. So now you have a bottom and 3 cards. It's a card of light, realization, and success. And then you would think it would give me the other couple cards, but let's see. Yeah, 5, 6, 7 is missing. And then there's variations. In either spread, you can pull additional, more information cards at any time. So if there's a card you want to know more about, pull a new card and place it next to or above the original one. Examine the second card to see what it tells you about the first. Also, either spread may be adapted for work with runes. So, we all know how much I love my runes. That's good to know. Oh, you can scry using snowy, frozen puddles and frozen panes. So if you live like near a lake that freezes, obviously make sure it's completely frozen, things like that. But you can scry using those water pieces. Okay. Put holly and ivy leaves. I thought ivy, that's poison. No. Okay. Under the pillow on New Year's Eve. Excuse me, sorry. New Year's Eve. To dream of one's future husbands. Repeat this charm. Oh, ivy green and holly red. Tell me whom I shall wed. I don't know. All right. The Yule tree must be taken down by the 12th night or there will be bad luck. Withered holly and greenery should be burnt to heat the pancake griddle. If one opens the doors on midnight at Yule, evil and unkind spirits will depart. So lots of great things in this book. So I feel like I have babbled and babbled. There's recipes in here. Ooh, eggnog. Love me some eggnog. Does everybody drink eggnog? I love eggnog. The mincemeat pies. Yet to have any of that. I was going to do that once. Okay. So recipes. Mulling spices. Yummy, yummy. All the good things that come with us. You can make satchels. I saw a satchel in here with some spices and herbs. Let's see if I can quickly find it. Recipe and crafts. 3 people still with me. Alright, well, you guys are running away. So, let me just... If I can find some of this... okay, here's what I'll do. I will find some of these things and I'll post it. I will make a new post and put some of these... If you ask for them specifically, I'll put those up. If not, I'll put up some of the cool things that I found about satchels or... like the gingerbread man and things like that. Okay, I thank everyone for tuning in. I'm sorry I was such a mess. If you have any questions, hit me up. If not, I'll see you Saturday. For realsy so. Hopefully you come out Saturday for the Yule log making event. And if not, you'll come out for the painting with a twist on the 21st on Yule. Love you guys. Blessed